Thanks for stopping by. Today on the barbecue, we are going to do potato salad with a twist, with the barbecue twist. Stick around and let me show you how it's done. Welcome to the barbecue. Hope you enjoy what you find here. If you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you get notifications. We're going to try to put regular videos out here. Brand new channel. This is an adventure for us, for all of us, even my helpers. I'll have the recipe for this down below. You can follow along. You can go down below and read it so that you can don't create this for yourself. Tweak this for yourself. That's what I do. I go around, I get ideas, I research ideas, and I play with it a little bit, and I come up with the barbecue twist. It's not always a success, but it's usually fun. So we're going to try to do a little bit of magic here today, see how it works out. Never done anything like this. But we're going to start out with red potatoes. I've already scrubbed these. 2.5 pounds of red potatoes, and then we're going to cube them. Okay, so now we've got our cubed red potatoes. And I know you think we're going to go and boil these now, right? We don't do things like that in barbecue. Mashed potatoes, sure, you boil mashed potatoes. Not what we're doing today. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our red potatoes and we're going to put these in my bowl. We're going to add some olive oil, about that much. I think looks really good. We're going to add some bourbon, and this amount of potatoes requires about that much, because you can't beat a barbecue without bourbon, can you? Kosher salt. Kosher salt, it's easier. You got larger grains. It weighs the same if you are doing when you're cooking and measuring things out, but you don't want to try to use a measuring spoon, because this is larger flakes and it's flakes. There's a lot less in a measuring spoon than there is in table salt, in the fine crystals. The kosher salt, it's just, for me, it is easier to work with, and it does a nice job. It's universal. It's just really good stuff. And then coarse ground black pepper. If it was just for me, we'd be using more, but since other people are going to enjoy this, we're going to use about that much. We're going to toss these and get all of our potatoes nice and coated here. And then we're going to spread them out on our baking sheets. So it's going to have a little more substance to it because the potatoes are being roasted rather than... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast these at 425 for about 30 minutes. About halfway through, I'm going to flip them so that the bottom sides of these are able to cook, and then we'll let them cool. After they cool, we'll get on with the next part of assembling our salad. Okay, so we've got our roasted potatoes now, and these they came out a little bit. Sometimes it's my head, and I forgot to set the timer the second time on these. I did my 15-minute timer. Now, turn these, and I forgot to set my timer. But these have got good flavor. crisp, tender on the inside, These are really, really good. The flavor. Oh, cannot beat the flavor on these. So we have our cooled roasted potatoes. What we're going to do is we're going to start adding some toppings into here. This is the brisket that I made. I've got it cubed up. The brisket is how I originally came up with this recipe. I had slightly overdid a brisket, and when I cut it, I used my meat slicer that I usually use for my tri-tip, and I had a bunch of brisket shreds, just these shreds that were left over from the meat slicer, and was looking at them, and I thought, you know what, I bet that would go good in a potato salad. And it did, and I've just been revamping the potato salad ever since. So I've got, these are very precise measurements, everybody. You wanna make sure that you follow what I've done precisely. So about that much red onion. Something else you'll notice, you won't find much plastic in my kitchen. Stainless steel, glass, it cleans nice. They're more durable, they last longer. Plastic, I used to have a ton of Tupperware. Plastic bowls, I mean, they're cheap, they're easy, everybody's got them in their kitchen. I went to make, it was egg whites. I was trying to make a meringue, and I could not get my egg whites to stiffen. And I was trying to research into what was going on, and the problem was my plastic bowls, because your plastic bowls, they retain oils, they retain flavors, they retain, and you take a look at your plastic bowls, I'm willing to bet they're stained. That's just, that's residues that are left. They're clean as far as anything that we're doing, as far as eating out of them, cooking with them, or anything, but there is residue in there that will transfer, and you cannot make egg whites stand up in a plastic bowl. I got rid of all my plastic. I use stainless and glass. Cleanup is easy, lasts a long time, and I can do anything I want with them. None of these are stained. I've had this stuff forever. So anyways, we got the red onion in there. We're going to throw in, this is 6 ounces of a smoked blue cheese. So we're going to sprinkle that in. What is potato salad without olives? About that much. And we'll throw in a little bit of parsley for color. Gives a little bit of flavor there. And some sour cream. I'm thinking that about 2 dollops ought to do. Dijon mustard. We want to be more sparing with this. Odessa's not a mustard potato salad fan. This is just a little bit of the Dijon for flavor. So that was about 3 Grey Poupon Poops and mayo. And the mayo, we want just enough mayo to bind. We want to make sure we've got a spatula that fits inside the mayo jar. Take 2. We want enough mayo to bind. And about that much. We'll use our other spatulator so that I can have a clean one in my mayo. And then we'll stir this. And that looks bound. And that looks like just the right amount of mayo. So my favorite taste tester gave us a taste, and she said it's missing twang. And she's right. And for me, there's only one way to do twang. So what we're going to do A little bit of Worcestershire. About that much. And, am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Red wine vinegar. The vinegar, when you're making barbecue sauce, it's liquid smoke, vinegar, and sugar. Vinegar for the twang, sugar for the sweet, liquid smoke for the smoky flavor that you want with your barbecue sauce. And then after that, I mean, you create. There's different ways to do it. I use brown sugar and molasses and my barbecue sauce. It's obviously got my bourbon in it. Let me see, brown sugar, molasses, Worcestershire, liquid smoke. Oh, an interesting thing, since we're on the subject of liquid smoke. If you go and look at liquid smoke, if you look at the ingredients, boy, some of the liquid smokes have got a page of ingredients. The liquid smoke that I use, I believe it's Mrs. Wright's. You look at the ingredients are smoke. They catch it in condensation, but it's smoke. That's all there is to it. Okay, twang. Almost. Almost there. Okay, ready? You don't have to be on camera. Stand right there. Well, I want your voice.
Okay, good, because I'm still in my pajamas. It's Saturday, so I'm cleaning the house.
It's also 9 a.m. I've been going since 6. Some of us don't start at 6. What do you think?
I think that's good. Is there cheese in there?
Blue cheese, smoked blue cheese.
Okay.
I thought about maybe a little bit of cheddar shred, a sharp cheddar shred, but I thought that might overpower with the blue cheese. I wanted to keep it simple with the blue cheese. Should we add a little more? What do you think?
Children. I think the blue cheese amount is really good, and it is very, very good. There's something there's something missing. I think. I just don't know what it is.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
You want to try some dill pickle?
Maybe cut up a little bit and just take a little bit out.
A little bit and into a bite
and see
what
if
it
that
does with the
fixes
bite.
it. Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Tell us about the roasted potatoes instead of the boiled potatoes.
Those are really good. It adds a good flavor to it. Nova, stop. Slightly different consistency.
Yeah, it changes the texture.
Yeah.
It changes the flavor profile, and I really like it with the roasted potatoes.
Yeah, it makes it a bit, I guess, heartier, you could say.
That's what I was looking for.
Normally when you eat potato salad, it's kind of mushy because the potatoes are done differently.
Right.
But this way, the potatoes are more solid.
They're nice and soft, fluffy on the inside.
Yeah.
But
they're not mushy.
Right. When you boil a potato, it gets mushy. When you bake it, it gets fluffy.
Right. And the outside of the potato, because of the way you roasted these, they're crunchy on the outside.
Right.
So it's a different consistency. I like it though.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a keeper, definitely a great way to make your potatoes for a salad like this. Okay, I'm going to dice up some pickle, and we're going to do a little who's what again. Okay, so what we've done is we've built a bite. This bite has a little bit of everything in it with a slice of dill pickle.
Okay, let's see if this fixes it. I like it like that, but I love pickles.
Oh no, I like pickles too, so I'll dice some pickles into this. Dill pickle. Let me slice up some dill pickle, and we got potato salad. And there we go. And now you just saw how it got created. I bake it up as I go. Very important last step of potato salad. didn't mention, figured I'd better, I mean, it's one of my steps, and that's what you want to know, right? So, this is good. This is really, really good right now. But, I'm going to cover this. Usually, I will make this the night before, and then I'll cover it and set it in the fridge overnight. And the next day when I'm barbecuing, whatever it is that I'm barbecuing, I'll pull it out to go with that, and the flavors mingle. There's just something about letting something rest. You juices back into a steak, you let it rest, flavors mingle in a soup. You make a stew, you let that go all day. The next day on your chili, same thing with your potato salad. So we're going to cover it, and we're going to let it rest, and this will be phenomenal when it comes time for dinner tonight. Here we go. Oh my. Wow. Okay, I've got that is it right there. Oh my goodness, you want a good potato salad. There we go. You can do other things with this. You can add some, I was thinking about things I can do. Throw a little bit of Frank's Red Hot in here, a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of red pepper flakes if you want to give a little bit of kick. And who knows, but I highly encourage, instead of just following a recipe per rote, make it your own. Follow some basic ideas and play with it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Guess what? Don't do that one a second time. But when you find that one that works, oh my goodness, yeah, like this. Good stuff. So, here's a new side dish for you. Enjoy it. Got a new use for your brisket. Use it. And as always, smoke them if you got them.